Leisure and work in ancient Egypt. Contents page. Social pyramid, page 2. Work, page 3. Pharaoh, page 4. Peasants, page 5. Leisure, page 6. Pharaoh, page 7. Slaves, page 8. Social pyramid. This is the social pyramid. Pharaoh, visors, high priests and nobles, officials, scribes, craftsmen, slaves, labourers and peasants. Work. Pharaoh. As lord of the two lands, the Pharaoh was the ruler of Upper and Lower Egypt. He owned all of the land, made laws, collected taxes, and defended Egypt against foreigners. As high priest of every temple, the Pharaoh represented the gods on earth. He performed rituals and built temples to honour the gods. Pharaoh. As lord of the two lands, the Pharaoh is ruler of Upper and Lower Egypt. He owned all of the land, made laws, collected taxes, and defended Egypt against foreigners. As high priest of every temple, the Pharaoh represented the gods on earth. He performed rituals and built temples to honour the gods. Peasants. Peasants comprised as much as 80% of the Egyptian population. The majority of peasants worked in the fields producing crops, while some worked as servants in the homes of wealthy nobles. During the flooding season, which lasted up to 3 months, peasants often worked on large building projects for the government. Leisure. Pharaoh.
We know that the Egyptians loved listening to music. Wealthy people threw parties where there were dancing girls. The musicians played instruments such as harps, wooden flutes, cymbals, lutes, ram's horns, and sistrums, like a tambourine in use.
Slaves.
Slaves of the royal family were held in high regard. Many of the slaves were more educated and used for their knowledge of accounting and writing. Slaves that were servants cared for every aspect of the royal families, from taking care of children, cooking, dressing them, and cleaning for them. It is believed that these slaves were treated almost as well as the higher-ranking Egyptians.
Glossary.
Foreigners, a person born in or coming from a country other than one's own. Rituals, a religious or solemn ceremony consisting of a series of actions performed according to a prescribed order, comprised, to include or contain. Let's travel back in time to the Egyptians and find out what Egyptians did for leisure and work.
Blurb.
Read this fascinating book about Egyptians and become an Egyptian pro.